It's Zach Like, Chair of the Northeast Bexar County Democrats. I want to thank y'all personally for being a part of this year's Laughing Liberally. Hopefully we are able to laugh a little bit more this year after the 2020 we all suffered through. Things do look like they're getting better in America. Vaccinations are on track. We have a slim majority in the United States House and Senate. We have a Democratic president. Donald Trump is no longer with us, at least in an official capacity. So we do have a lot to look forward to. And I want to just take this opportunity to highlight what a Democratic majority can do. So obviously, voters pulled off an incredible win in Georgia with both Senators Ossoff and Warnock. And we got a $1.9 trillion stimulus plan, the American Rescue Plan, without a single Republican vote. Millions of children being lifted out of poverty, families getting much needed direct cash assistance and relief checks, restaurants and other small businesses will be protected for months to come, rent relief and rental assistance to make sure folks are housed through the end of this pandemic. And we didn't get one Republican vote, not one. So I hope as you think about what it means to contribute to the Democratic Party, I hope as you consider what it means to think about the future of this country, you give yourself a pat on the back for taking part in events like this, for performing your civic duty and voting, because the Democratic Party has shown us in the last month and a half that there appears to be only one way toward a better tomorrow and progress, and that is through supporting Democrats up and down the ballot. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for everything that you do for our community, and I can't wait to see y'all in person when we're finally through the end of this pandemic. So enjoy the show, enjoy the laughs, and I'll see y'all soon. Take care.
Welcome. I'm Roy Adele with Northeast Bexar County Democrats. We have a wonderful program tonight. It's an hour of virtual fun, and I'm here to tell you that we need to raise money tonight. We need to get rid of Governor Abbott. We need to get rid of Ken Paxton, and we're going to do it with enough help from you. So get ready to boot Abbott out of office. Thank you very much.
Hello, Northeast Bexar County Democrats. How lovely to be seen by you. I wish I could see you, but here I am anyway. And you know, I had a wonderful time playing for you a few years ago for your Dining with Democrats event. And it's great now just to have this opportunity to do these songs for you without wearing pants. And you know, I used to travel all over the country. I used to come to see you, and I will again, certainly. You know, when COVID takes its clammy paw off of us. But I did learn a lot, and I want to share some of what I've learned with you. It's a big, big world full of all kinds of people, but there's one thing we can all agree on. And when I find out what it is, I'll let you know. Some people eat chicken with their fingers. Some people use a fork and a knife. Some people are sucking on a silver spoon, never ate a chicken in their life. Some people look better in the daytime. Some look better at night. But everybody loves, everybody hurts, everybody has a touch of Weltschmerz. Everybody laughs, everybody sneezes, everybody fries and everybody freezes. Everybody is everybody else. Some people want a guarantee of freedom. Some people want to take one away. Some say we the people, that's the government. And some say the government they. Some people are walking on the left wing. Some are sliding off the right. But everybody loves, everybody hurts, everybody has a touch of Weltschmerz. Everybody laughs, everybody sneezes, everybody fries and everybody freezes. Everybody is everybody else. And everybody everywhere, lesser and greater, has a common denominator. Some people look up and see the ceiling. Some people look up and see God. Some people look forward to a paradise. Some are looking forward to the sod. A lot of people looking for enlightenment. Some are just trying to find the light. But everybody loves, everybody hurts, everybody has a touch of Weltschmerz. Everybody laughs, everybody sneezes, everybody fries and everybody freezes. And everybody sleeps, everybody breathes, everybody starts with no teeth and teeths. Everybody eats, everybody cries, identifies with the good guys. And everybody's bad, everybody's good, everybody wants to be understood. Everybody falls, everybody rises, everybody on some level realizes that everybody is everybody else. Everybody, absolutely everybody is everybody else. You know, when Betty Vance first approached me about doing these songs for you guys for this occasion, you know, she insisted actually that I include some satirical material about Texas, and I just want to thank you guys for being so generous. In the satire business, I mean, all you used to just have to get up and say, "What's happening in Florida?" But you guys have been like, you're giving them a run for their money, that's for sure. It's like a smorgasbord of satire. You know, Ted Cruz alone, and he is. You know, his latest excuse for the Cancun thing was he's just trying to practice social distancing. But anybody who knows Ted Cruz, you know, has never had any problem staying 6 feet away. He's not such a bad guy, right? I mean, the drinking human blood thing, that's got to stop. That's bad optics, you know. But truly, he's just another, you know, typical neighborhood, soulless, avaricious demagogue who can't say no to his children. And, you know, who can't relate to that, really? Populist is what that is. And it's hard to know, you know, what the whole GOP, what they stand for, what they, you know, unless it's like mass hypnosis. White people are the real victims of racism. You're getting sleepy. Fox News is fair and balanced. You're getting sleepy. Healthcare is a privilege and not a right. We can work together to wipe out the middle class. Now when I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you'll awake refreshed and vote Republican. coal is the fuel of the future. You're getting sleepy. Tax cuts for the rich create new jobs. You're getting sleepy. Putting kids in cages makes us safer, and roving bands of violent neo-Nazis are good people. Now when I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you'll awake confused and vote Republican. I'm not saying Joe Biden killed Abraham Lincoln. All I'm saying is let's investigate. There's no evidence to suggest that Nancy Pelosi is a 1,000-year-old Bolshevik vampire. But that's what I heard. Somebody said that it was me. Democrats want to take away your Christmas, your privacy, your truck nuts, your machine gun, and your flag. Now when I count to 3 and snap my Republican. Ooh, government is the problem. Ooh, vote for us and we'll prove it. Mitch McConnell is a champion of democracy. Stop the steal, sleepy, sleepy. Now when I tell you up is down and black is white and day is night, you'll vote Republican. And when I tell you Kansas City is in Kansas, you'll vote Republican. And when I drag the nation down an existential vortex and reduce the Constitution to a thimbleful of ashes, you will awake confused, refreshed, somewhat paranoid, and you'll remember nothing. And vote Republican. You're getting sleepy, Republican, and somewhat sheepy, Republican. Lullaby. Your governor, Greg Abbott, is a real leader. He's not a follower of CDC guidelines or science or reason. Certainly, he's considering legislation to make sneezing in a public place mandatory. That's leadership, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's doubled down so many times he's doubled over. He's blowing smoke up his own ass at this point. Your lieutenant governor, Dan Patrick, this is the fellow who said that grandparents should take a risk. You remember this early in the COVID days, about a year ago now. Grandparents should take a risk to provide a healthy economy for those grandkids who might still be healthy enough to breathe. And your state attorney general, Ken Paxton, that guy's an artist, truly. I mean, corruption is not easy, and he makes it look effortless, right? Generous, too. I mean, because, right, I mean, most attorney generals bring indictments against other people. He's taking them on himself. That's what a generous guy he is. His motto is, don't mess with Texas, mess with Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Oh, man. All right. And they came from all over, didn't they? I mean, they came to Washington from all of those states and all over the United States then, to support the Stop the Steal thing. This is the thing about the Q people, right? I mean, first of all, who knew there were so many subterranean geologists? But they sure came out from under their rocks. And they came to Washington. And, well, here's a little video about that. You got sunshine blown right up your ass.
We won the presidential election. We won it big.
So you filled the hall with bloodshed and broken glass. I guess we'd say, what makes you behave this way, MAGA? You did it for MAGA. They said trial by combat.
Let's have trial by combat.
And we're coming for you.
We're coming for you, and we're going to have a good time doing
They
it.
said we're going to the Capitol.
Walk down to the Capitol.
And I'll be there.
And I'll be there with you.
Of course he wasn't there with you. Aghast we say they sent you on a coup that day. MAGA. Rioting for MAGA. You're a sucker for QAnon. That's the poison you've been chewing on. It's a big lie, and it's brought to you by Fox News, the GOP, and you know who.
Landslide.
You said stop the steal and ransack the building. You trampled and said don't tread on me. You beat a cop with an American flag. You hung a noose for democracy. Oh, we know terror and hate will never make America great. MAGA. Talking about MAGA.
Talking about MAGA.
You got sunshine blown right up your ass.
Talking about MAGA.
Now your ass is grass.
You bought into MAGA.
What did you get for that? Tax cut for the wealthy, COVID, and a Chinese hat. Texas has given satirists so many gifts over the years, so thank you once again for Rick Perry, whose glasses do make him look like a hot librarian. Sorry, it's just true. He was Trump's energy secretary, of course, heading up an agency he once referred to as OOPS. And he said that Texans would rather endure 3 days without power than to be regulated by the feds, right? So you've got what you call the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, which is it's an unfortunate name. It's inviting trouble, right? It's like saying the super safest hang gliding association ever of Texas. ERCOT, you call it ERCOT, and ERCOT got caught with its pants down, which is an unfortunate position during a deep freeze, certainly. And it's all the fault, of course, of the New Deal, the Green New Deal. This is Greg Abbott's take on it, of course. The Green New Deal and, with the wind and solar are at fault for all this. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, of course, too, who ought to be arrested for fundraising across state lines. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. The problem with Democrats is they only want to give the man a fish, right? Whereas Republicans want to give the fish to people who already have a lot of fish. I'm proud to say that I write these songs with my wife, Melanie Harvey. My wife, my love, my trusted partner in all things, Melanie. We do all of this work together, and we've been working to turn red states blue for a long time, since really before 1989 when we were in Texas. We played the Kerrville Folk Festival, proudly. I'm proud to say that too. And we tour. I mean, up until COVID grounded us, right? We toured the country constantly. We called ourselves the Satire Delivery Service, right? Like FedEx or UPS. FedUps is what we called ourselves. And we're always looking for the blue dots. These are the most progressive people in the least progressive places, often in the country. And they are out there. You are out there, and they are out there. I want to give a word of encouragement to you, because there are great groups of progressive people in Fargo, North Dakota, and Idaho Falls, right? In Birmingham and Tallahassee and all of these places. You must know this, and they're doing great work in the face of overwhelming odds in many cases, right? We do get accused every once in a while of preaching to the converted, but we don't think of it that way. We think of it as entertaining the troops. Right. So the next song was inspired by the conversation that Melanie had with your great Barbara Jordan. Barbara Jordan, Congresswoman Barbara Jordan, had come to California in 1994 during the gubernatorial race there, when we were raising money for Kathleen Brown Rice. She was in a race against Pete Wilson. He's not even worth a footnote. But in any case, Pete Wilson and Barbara Jordan was there, and Melanie had the pleasure and privilege of having a conversation with her about that. And this was just when, Democrats have been polling well across the country, all across the country, this up until Newt Gingrich introduced his contract on America. The Republican Revolution, right? Which was Lincoln turning over in his grave. And then we could just feel the tide turning. We could feel the ground slipping out from under our feet, right? And it was truly disappointing to us. So it was just happening, And it must have been hugely disappointing to you, too, to see the great Ann Richards losing ground at that moment to George W. Bush. And I'm going to pause here to let you let out whatever kind of moan you want to do. It was so disappointing. And Melanie said, "What do how are things? How are things going? There." And Barbara Jordan, Congresswoman Jordan, told Melanie that we often lose battles. I mean, she was right up front about it. We often lose battles, but if we stick to it, if we stay with it, we will win these wars, and that is absolutely true. And so I'm going to dedicate this song. We're going to send this song out to Congresswoman Jordan. It's always the people on the leading edge of change the world dismisses as confused or small or strange, but they're true to their vision and they're true to humanity, and they see a more perfect union, and their truth sets all of us free. You can't unring that bell, you can't unring that bell. Once you've rung that bell of freedom, can't ring that bell. The reins of power are so often held by those whose idea of freedom is to silence those they oppose. Freedom keeps on ringing, it echoes in the hearts of all people down the generations, and it's ringing here now. You can't unring that bell, you can't unring that bell. Once you've rung that bell of freedom, can't ring that bell. Well, you can lose a battle and you can lose some ground, but you'll never unhear that sound of freedom. Now I want to tell you, there's no place I'd rather be than with you people on the right side of history. So let truth lead to wisdom, and let wisdom lead to tolerance, and let tolerance lead to justice, and let justice lead to peace. You can't unring that bell, you can't unring that bell. Once you've rung that bell of freedom, can't unring. You can't unring that bell, can't unring that bell. Once you've rung that bell of freedom, can't unring. Ring that bell. She's a real type A, and she's overinsured. Her favorite castaway is Thurston Howell III. She doesn't like big government, so it's no surprise I can be her lover long as I downside. My conservative girlfriend got a tiny little heart full of passion. My conservative girlfriend. Every Friday we go liberal bashing.
I got the Supreme Court tattooed on my robe,
Tattooed on her rump,
beside an autograph
portrait
of Donald Trump.
Donald Duck.
From the day I checked her out from front to back, I knew her private sector could take up the slack.
My
Conservative girlfriend got a tiny little heart full of passion. My conservative girlfriend.
Every Wednesday we go Medicare slashing. Oh baby, I close my eyes and I can see you ordering breakfast. You're having a spotted owl omelet. Whites only. Come on, baby, raise my interest rate. Bust my union, light my library fire. She only deals in quality narcotics and guns. Got a Mexican wallet made from real Mexican. My conservative girlfriend got a tiny little heart full of passion. My conservative girlfriend. Her white collar and her redneck are clashing. My conservative girlfriend. Every summer we go wilderness trashing. Kevin Green, Ned Douglas, thank you so much.
Hey! Modarabaka sakatara baka sakatara.
As President Biden signed that COVID relief bill last week, I think we could all breathe a sigh of relief, of course, right? And we all send a shout of thanks to Stacey Abrams. Yes, I'm going to pause now for you to applaud Stacey Abrams, right? Who knew that you can't unring that bell and kept at it, right? You know, kept at it for years and years and brought out the vote in Georgia. Without which we would not have the Senate majority and we would not be able to be doing these wonderful things, okay? Georgia, Nevada, Virginia, New Mexico, Arizona, they've all flipped blue in the last few years. And when you do it, that's the ball game, no pressure. But you are so close, right? And you know, of course, you know that it's all about voter turnout. So do we have a video about that? Yes, we do. Way back when they said all men,
They met every wealthy European male.
so back then to vote required being white
And being rich and being male.
They said you can't vote if you got no property. You can't vote if you're not free. You can't vote if you are a woman, 'cause you got no stake in democracy. Year by year, people have to ponder what the Declaration must have meant. By all men, clearly it was time for an electoral Testament. And they won the vote for those who had no property. Won the vote, those who'd been free. Won the vote for women. And they wrote it down, it was guaranteed. They all said it's my vote, you can't deny it. My voice can't take it away. My right, I won't be quiet. It's my vote, my voice, my right. My vote, my voice, my right. Well, the rights are right, but without a fight it can evaporate and float away. And by night, people came a creeping and they tried to take the vote away. They said, you can't vote, you haven't paid the poll tax. You can't vote, you can't pass the exam. You can't vote for fear of retribution. And the people stood up and said, well, damn, it's my vote. You can't deny it. My voice can't take it away. My right, I won't be quiet. It's my vote, my voice, my right. My vote, my vote, my voice, my right. My vote, my vote, my voice, my right. 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 So my friends, make yourself a plan to cast your ballot, 'cause you got to vote. And beware, always in the shadows, there are those who want you not to vote. They say you can't vote, they're throwing away your ballot. You can't vote, they're purging the rolls. You can't vote, they took away your mailbox. You can't vote, they're rigging the courts. Say you're gonna use it, say you'll never lose it. And if they ask you whose it is, just say it's my vote. It's my voice. My right. It's my vote, my voice, my right. 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 Now, Denton, Texas, the birthplace of fracking, was the first town in America to ban fracking. It tells you something. The gas is cheap, the house is warm, the neighbor's sick, and the faucet's on fire. Now we found a pocket of natural gas, so naturally we had to frack it. Drilling 1,000 feet under your ass, making a thunderous racket, filling your pipes with contaminants, like we don't give a damn, and it's true. 'Cause the gas is cheap, the house is warm, the neighbor's sick, and the faucet's on fire. We want you to know your concerns have been heard, so cheer up and spare us the lectures. Our water supply engineers have assured us that we already wrecked yours. So if your bathroom basin is volatile, light it up and we'll call it a lamp. 'Cause the gas is cheap, the house is warm, the neighbor's sick, and the faucet's on fire. Oh, the gas is cheap, the clothes are dry, the dog is dead, and the faucet's on fire. Now you were concerned for your children, and you thought that they'd be afraid, but they roasted marshmallows at the same time as they made lemonade. Oh, what a future we promise you. It's a future of wonderful benefits, and we wish you the best of luck suing us then if it's not. big corporate dividends, that's what you smell. And that's a relief when you're choking. And if we've given you cancer, oh well, at least we have helped you quit smoking. Near the faucet anyway. The whole thing is so frackin' natural. It's a miracle that you're alive. 'Cause the gas is cheap, the house is warm, the neighbor's sick, the roses are brown, and the boss is rich, the dog is dead, there's a hole in the sky and an ache in your head, and the house won't sell because of the smell, and the EPA is AWOL, but the clothes are dry, the food is cooked, the shower is hot, because it's on fire. I pulled you over 'cause you were speeding. Do you know how black you were going? Had you clocked at 50 miles per black in a 45 blacks per hour zone, I'll be right black when I've run your license. Just sit black and relax. Step out of the vehicle, son. Come with me. Gonna book you on a DWB. You put your hands up so naturally. I thought you had a gun up there, hidden somewhere in midair. You said don't shoot. You tried to flee, which I took as an attack. Shot you 5 times in the back. I chased you down 'cause you had a pocket knife. Thought you might be joining the Swiss Army, or stealing Skittles, or passing 20s, or otherwise compromising Western civilization. Oh, you can't breathe. No, you can't breathe. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. That's what they all say. Come quietly. I'll book you on a DOAWB. Donald Trump, excuse my language, and Melania, they did visit Houston in the days just after Hurricane Harvey came ashore there, right? You know, so now you know what kind of heels to wear to a hurricane. And they wore their hats too, of course, right? Because everything's for sale. They wore the hats. His said, MAGA, and hers was truly insensitive. It said FLOTUS. You know, Melanie bet me I would not tell you that joke. And frankly, your discomfort is worth $5 to me. But there they were, and that tragedy taught us so much about what it is not to be an American hero and what it is to be an American hero. I think about Alonso Guillen again and again since Harvey made landfall. He was born in Piedras Negras. His father brought him across the border. Dream, dream. East Texas town. Bought a house there, wanted a family. Working to be Alonso Guillen, American citizen, this side of the border. Dream, dream, the American dream. And when the waters rose after the hurricane, Alonso drove 2 hours to Houston, borrowed a boat and set out in the driving rain to save some strangers. On Wednesday night that boat went down. Alonso was found Sunday morning. His mother wipes the tears from her face, said he's gone to a place with no borders. Dream, dream, the American dream. Dream, 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 dream. Republican economic policies have always appealed to both kinds of people, the haves and the have-lots. And the have-yachts, too, as you guys witnessed at the Lake Travis Boat Parade. This is the Trump event, right? The Lake Travis Boat Parade, the Trump event that became literally a race to the bottom. It was not just a metaphor. Metaphors are lost on them anyway, right? You know. Oh. That's my problem. It's live. It is live. But that put me in mind of this other metaphorical song. Oh, we sailed the roiling ocean and we took her at full speed. Who could have known an iceberg would so rudely intercede? Here's a toast to present company, the people of refinement and renown. On the end of the ship that's rising while the other end goes down. Yes, we charted out this course that left us broken on the ice. There's no need to thank us, a hefty bonus will suffice. And we'll sit and chat about how we'll redecorate our offices in town. On the end of the ship that's rising while the other end goes down. Oh, and where the hell's that cabin boy? My shoes could use a shine. The silver's not been polished and it's nearly time to dine. In the waves so far below, the bobbing heads look like the jewels in Neptune's crown. On the end of the ship that's rising, while the other end goes down. And we're upwardly mobile, while others go below. There's a chilly breeze arising while we make our way up top. Steal our courage for another dangerous photo op. And we'll laugh and laugh and laugh, but when the cameras roll, we'll don a solemn frown. On the end of the ship that's rising while the other end goes down. And we're upwardly mobile, no one we know below. Do I hear some faint complaining, somewhat muffled by the tide? Do they say we're out of options? Well, there's always suicide. There's a joke we tell among us where we call our economics trickle drown. Must have been my delivery on the end of the ship that's rising, and we're upwardly mobile until we go. I am the donut lady, I am the civil engineer, I am the tractor salesman who's a stand-up comic at his daughter's wedding. I am the court reporter, I am the guy in the sandwich suit, I am the third grade teacher, and I approve this message. I am the dental hygienist, I am the undertaker's son. I'll be the undertaker when the undertaker has been taken under. I am the tattoo addict, I am the runner-up Miss Maine, I am the ice cream vendor, and I approve this message. John the Baptist, and I am Nancy the Presbyterian. I am Jerome the Jewish Unitarian, born again Buddhist, Wiccan, agnostic. I am the banjo lawyer, I am the laptop Kerouac, I am the NASCAR widow, and I approve this message. I am a conspiracy theorist, and I know 5 other conspiracy theorists. What, you think that's a coincidence? I am the precinct walker, I am the polling place volunteer, I am the statistician, and 4 out of 5 of me approve this message. And I am Yip Harburg, saying it don't matter how high the throne, what sits on it is the same as your own. And I'm Molly Ivins, saying what's the difference, who's in that chair? Change doesn't come from there, change comes from here. I am the huddled masses, I am the amber waves of grain, I am the toothless carny in the shooting gallery at the county fair. I am the singer, songwriter, waitress, I am another mother for peace, I am the assistant scoutmaster, and I approve this message. And I am the White House switchboard operator, I approve this message. And I am the last man to die for a mistake, and I approve this message. I am the Obamacare opponent who's only alive because he signed up, and I approve this message. And I approve this message. And I approve this message. And I am. Thank you. I'm not just saying this. I love Texas. Love Texas. Melanie and I, we both love. We love the food, the people, the culture, the food, the history, the food, and the music. Of course, right? Texas has been just a font of amazing, wonderful songwriters over the years. To love country music because I was born a coal miner's daughter. And you got to admit that country music has been used and abused by a lot of bigwig fat cats, corporate fat cats and right-wing politicians in their fake populism, right? If you're running down this country and you're talking down our flag, you're walking on the fighting side of Merle. I ain't no urban cowboy, I'm a cowboy, but I'm proud to say I'm rural. You can find me on the front line of the culture war, with a Bible and a bottle and a football metaphor. I'm so friggin' country. I say yes sir and thank you ma'am. I put gravy on my gravy. That's how friggin' country I am. From the Stetson on my boot tips to my pointy little head, from my pointy little boot tips to the Stetson on my head, I'm American as Daddy's Chevrolet, which is French. And when I start a sentence with the words, well, all I know, I mean what I say. You can find me at the rally in my MAGA hat, made by 8-year-olds in China. We don't talk about that. I'm so friggin' country. I'm countryer than the countryest country am. I use country as an adjective. That's how friggin' country I am. I'm a small town, down home, homegrown, corn-fed, backwoods, one horse, old school, one old home schooled horse. And I give voice to the zeitgeist of a dwindling demographic in the twilight of its socioeconomic dominance, increasingly insular and tacitly protectionist, with a disproportionate sense of entitlement and a vague but desperate longing for simpler times which never actually existed, a phenomenon Piaget referred to as faux nostalgia, but which I prefer to call the Mayberry syndrome. I'm so friggin' country, son of my mama and my Uncle Sam. I throw roadkill on a barbecue. That's how friggin' country I am. I'm so friggin' country. Thank you so much for having me in at this event. I'm sending all of my my great wishes to you guys for the great work that you're doing. This is a fundraiser, I know that's true. So, donate and be generous, of course, then too. But be generous with your work and your goodwill as well, and get it out there, get the vote out, make Texas into a blue state. The cliche, of course, that Texas is not a red state, never has been. It's just a non-voting blue state. I've heard this for many years, so certainly you've heard it too. And so thank you for the work you're doing to change all of that, and then change America as a part of that too. I want you to sing along on this song. This is a song that comes out of all of our experience touring across the country. We wrote it in the first days of the Obama administration, but it still has resonance today. Was there ever a time more hopeful then, back when we were saying yes we can. The days of hope and change when we were planning to move forward. Well, I think it's time to hope and change again and get the kind of feeling we had then. But hope is not enough and change depends upon one more word. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. There's trouble and danger on the road to justice. I'm gonna keep on hoping, gonna keep my eyes open, and the change will come, but it won't be easy. You know that civil rights didn't fall to us the moment Rosa Parks stepped on that bus. So many fought and died for racial justice before and after. Then suddenly a ray of hope appears, but only after years and years and years. Only 'cause of blood and sweat and tears, and yes, even laughter. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. There's trouble and danger on the road to justice. I'm gonna keep on hoping, gonna keep my eyes open, and the change will come, but it won't be easy. Elizabeth Cady Stanton never saw a woman's right to vote become the law. Women everywhere now know the awesome load she carried. And Stonewall didn't settle any fight. There's been a lot of stonewalling since that night. The Supreme Court has recognized the right of people to be married. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. There's trouble and danger. There's trouble and danger on the road to justice. Gonna keep on hoping, keep my eyes open, gonna keep my eyes open. Change will come, but it won't be easy. Good. We gotta hope and cry, work until we die. We gotta plan and fail, spend the night in jail. We gotta really get pissed, resist and raise the fist. We gotta try to revolutionize. We gotta bleed and need, suffer guaranteed. We gotta sweat, no doubt, get the vote out. We gotta howl, yell, raise a lot of hell. We gotta educate and organize and keep our eyes on the prize. So asking any president to make fundamental change, that's our mistake. Gotta be a giant just awakening from its slumber. You know the moral arc of the universe, bending ever better, never worse. Almost like the human race rehearsing for its big number. Sing it out, here we go. Hope, struggle, and change. Hope, struggle, and change. Trouble and danger. There's trouble and danger on the road to justice. Gonna keep on hoping, keep my eyes open, gonna keep my eyes open. The change will come, but it won't be easy. Yeah, the change will come, but it won't be free. Oh, the change will come from you and me. Thanks once again for having me.
Howdy, Roy Adele here again with Northeast Bexar County Democrats. Just want to say farewell to you and thank you for enjoying with us the last hour of this virtual fundraiser we've had. And please contribute as much as you can to get rid of these two out of public office. Let's give them the boot.